Today I'm down here in the flooded garden. I'm going to call it that now. These tomatoes here, they're thriving, but I need to tie them to the wall. Not because I want to. I wouldn't actually mind them being quite bushy, but I have pepper plants down there, and right along all of that 20 meters there is pepper plants. So I've got to kind of save them, or else they're all going to be shaded out and they'll pretty much die, and the tomato plants will collapse them. So I'm going to tie them all to the wall. I might take away some of their leaders, and yeah, hopefully I don't end up killing them. So I've literally just done one plant and 2 capsicums, get some airflow in there, but I was going crazy for about 20 minutes looking for this cotton tie, what I tie them to the fence with, and I had to look back at the footage. This guy had taken this, snuck it, and took it all the way back up to the house. So I had to go up and grab it from all the way up there. And yeah, I'm not going to lock him out of the garden, but I don't know, maybe you guys can just keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't steal it again. Okay, Raven's just came down. She's cutting the cotton for me, so she's been a great help, and she's keeping an eye on Enzo that he's not taken away the whole ball. He is strolling around the garden waiting for his opportunity. So we've done probably about 2 meters maybe, but this is how we're doing it. So there's a lot of airflow underneath here. Might trim a little bit more off this capsicum, but yeah, the capsicums I'm kind of trimming all the bottom leaves, and then the tomatoes as well, and tying them to the wall, as you can see there. And as they grow up, when the tomatoes start forming, I'll cut the leaves around them. It'll help with the ripening of them as well. So yeah, hopefully this airflow helps out. I haven't found any disease plants yet. These ones are all like large beefsteaks and money makers. They're basically neglected plants that we left in the greenhouse, but they're definitely not neglected anymore. So yeah, hopefully they're quite disease resistant. As you can see, I've got a lot more to do. Those are the worst. These are like the easiest ones. That's a lot of bushy tomatoes up there. Okay, I'm about halfway now. I'm uncovering quite a lot of tomatoes and some peppers and some chilies down here. I think these ones down here are jalapenos, and there's some very hot chilies down that way. But yes, I've done about 10 meters, and now I'm getting to the bushy part. So this is chaotic. I'm having to cut out quite a bit of stalks, some with tomatoes, but yeah, you've just got to be ruthless. You just got to maybe pick like 3 or 4 stems and lead them up. Normally I just have 1 stem going up, but I've put quite a bit of compost in here before I planted these, so I think they can cope, and I'll keep feeding them comfrey tea and that, so they should be fine. Some of them have got like 10 stalks, so yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I can always cut them out if they start getting unhealthy. As long as they got the airflow, that's the main thing. But yeah, back into the jungle. Okay, this is literally finished now. This took me a long time, and I pretty much went through a whole roll of those cotton ties. Yeah, I think I've been down here for about 4 hours, and it is crazy. The pepper plants stop halfway. I was tempted to like leave this bushy, use it as a trial, and then I thought, nah, I'll keep going. So yeah, it's about 20 meters of tomatoes. Once they start ripening, hopefully the birds don't find them like they found the ones over there that I've had to net, because that'll be quite annoying if I have to net this whole lot. But yeah, for now I'm going to go up, get some morning tea, come down and get on to another task. Back down the bottom here, realised it actually was about 5 hours that I was down there pruning those tomatoes, so took out a big chunk of my day, but I'm back down here. I'm going to try open up another area. This is a project that's been on my mind for a little bit. Yeah, I got a lot of projects half done, but this one is exciting. I've got some little dwarf orange trees in there, got to uncover them, and I'm going to get Jasper at some stage to take apart this chicken coop. We'll use it for something else, and then I'm going to plant banana grass all over the border there and all over the border there, and probably in between the potatoes in this garden here, just to help with drainage, because the drainage in here is pretty bad, and it's these beds seem to always be wet. So I'm going to change the direction of this. The pumpkins and that still aren't ready, so I can't really do this except for maybe this watermelon row, because they all died when we were on holiday. I think the geese come in here and took them all away, so yeah. But for now I'm going to do some mowing, and then hopefully this afternoon or tomorrow we can get some banana grass planted in here, because the banana grass basically died in the greenhouse, so it needs to be planted out, but we haven't got around to the food forest because we've had so much other stuff in the garden to do. It's just getting a bit crazy around here. So anyway, let's mow. I've now mowed, it's kind of like just two sides of the perimeter, so you can kind of see here where I've mowed. This is like the first line, we'll walk it. Once Jasper's got rid of that, I might actually plant some stuff here, because it's quite a lot of area from that. It's got to be a way different layout to what it is, but I can kind of get, I don't know, maybe half times more than it is more garden space. So there's nothing wrong with more garden space, but I'll show you the line, keep walking it. So just down here I'm going to kind of have an entrance from Adina's garden into this garden, because remember it's going to be all banana grass on this bit I've mowed, so wind protection, and also it'll help with any rain runoff from this hill. It won't all go into this area, which it's doing now. It'll hopefully go back into the drain that is going down there. So I go from here, it's going to be a bit of a gap, banana grass and banana, and then I'm going to go right up to this corner here. And yeah, I am kind of in Adina's patch, but I don't think she'll mind too much. I've only stole like just a little corner piece, so yeah, maybe I just won't tell her. Might be easier. So from there, this corner goes down right to the ditch down there. And there is actually a ditch when we made this food forest, coming right down here and right down here, just because all of these food forest rows were getting pounded by just rain and wetness, and like in winter you can see all of this is like it's just filled up with water the whole time, and that was all going in there. So it's basically exactly what's happening on this side, is it's all going in there. But so I've got this drain here, and I'm going to put banana grass all across here, right up to this Tithonia here, and that's a Black Doris plum tree. I did have 5 plum trees all along here, and only 2 have survived. They probably don't like being waterlogged that much, but the Black Doris doesn't seem to mind, and the other one I'm not sure what the other one is. So I think I'll be planting some more Black Dorises around here somewhere. But yeah, I reckon that's maybe 20 meters up, 20 meters across, and obviously I'm going to do like the potato patch area as well, but I'm not going to get around to that today. And this bit here I'll probably put some more banana grass in here, but as you can see it's a weed jungle in somewhere, and there's some cranberries and blueberry plants which I don't want to kill, so I've got to be very careful in this area. So for now I'm going to go up, and hopefully I can come down later or tomorrow and get planting some banana grass. Okay, it's a couple of days later. I have just mowed this perimeter here and this perimeter here of the potato patch, because this green netting here, we need, we're trying to get our geese back one of these days, so we need the netting back. So I'm just going to finish mowing this perimeter here. I might even get down there and mow some of those banana and sugar cane down there. That's if I get around to it. Basically I've just finished work, so I haven't got that long before dinner time, but I'm just going to get what I can done, and then hopefully after dinner I can plant a few banana grass in this perimeter. So I've got the netting down, I've mowed, and I've got all the netting over here, so the potato patch is pretty much mowed, ready for me to work on. And I've mowed in here, so now you can actually see those two big ones. They're sugar cane, and I've got a couple of gold fingers and Mitsuluki in here, but they're not doing very good because their stalks are real skinny, so they're not like in the swampy area. But for now I'm going to go out for dinner and then hopefully come back down, plant some banana grass. Okay, I'm back down here. I've dug about 10 holes here. It's got one tub from the greenhouse, so hopefully I've got 10 plants, but we'll have to wait and see. I've got a lot more in the greenhouse, but don't know what I'm going to get around to today, because I've probably got an hour to plant as much stuff as I can before I need to help out with bringing our kids to bed. Worked out pretty good putting like a whole heap of them in the tub, because they've really got quite strong roots now, so they should come along quite nicely. Pretty much exactly enough holes. There's exactly 10 banana grass that I pulled out of that tub. I'm not doing anything special. I'm putting a little bit of the soil mix that was in the tub, but the rest is just natural dirt, the native dirt, which is like heavy as clay. So if they die, they die. I've got plenty more banana grass material I can just kind of cut and put in the ground from. We've got about 5 big bunches now that I can propagate from, that I'm already chopping and dropping, so definitely does not worry me at all if these do not take. But that's pretty much a night's work. 10 banana grass planted, and it's spaced about ½ a meter apart, so I've only just got to around that chicken coop, so hopefully I can get another 10 tomorrow night. We'll see. I'm just here in the greenhouse watering, as I do every day in here, but I just want to show you those tithonia in the back. They're looking dead, and a couple over here. That's pretty much the tithonia I've got left from the cuttings. That banana grass I've got a plant in the area I just showed you. This banana grass, so that's 2 more buckets, and then I've got a couple of sprawly ones up there. The other thing I want to show you, I've got my Japanese raisin trees coming up in here, and my cherimoyas that I've done from seeds coming up in here. And yeah, there's nothing on the American pawpaws and nothing on the American pawpaws here, but what I do have is, if Faye you're watching this jackfruit that we tried that was unripe, one of the jackfruits have come up. Just one. I think we planted all of these ones here and nothing came up. This is a jackfruit from last year seed, and this one here is actually a durian, so that was pretty cool. I gave up on them and they actually came back. So yeah, and I've got to plant this Chipotle carver out because it's getting insanely big. Yeah, I thought I'd just do a little bit of an update while I'm in here. But for now, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So it's the next day, and I don't think I'm going to be planting much banana grass today, but I do want to try to get the rotary tiller out of here, because as you can see, all these pumpkins crawling into the pathways, and it's going to kind of get stuck in there unless I kind of get it out now and damage a little bit of plants rather than a lot of plants. So just going to get that out of here. And I might even drive it all the way to the potato patch, because that's where I'm going to be using it next. And then I've got to do a lot of watering in all these gardens. It actually takes me a while to water without all this irrigation going, but I'll just get this out for now. I made it. I got it to the location, potato patch. I've still got to get rid of this netting out of here. All these potato clippings, I could put it in the compost, or I might put it around the bananas. We'll wait and see. And then I can actually start feeding this here. I'm going to put a little bit of compost, and I'm going to rototill it with a couple of fertilizer tricks. So yeah, that's maybe happening this weekend, but I just wanted to save the pumpkin plants for now anyway. Watering, it takes me quite a long time. I have got some sprinklers going over there in the flooded garden, so I can't water anything else while I've got sprinklers going. Even this okra patch, they've got sprinklers, so I've got a few sprinklers. Like while I'm waiting, I'm just going to harvest some okra. I'm kind of almost checking these every day now. Seems to be like if you check it in the morning, they're like this size, and then if you check it at night, it's gone like over. So yeah, I'm going to quickly pick some okra, and then hopefully I can change the irrigation to like the next one. So I've gotten quite a handful of okra already, which I'm picking every 2 days. I just wanted to show you this plant here. It's kind of up to my neck. I reckon this one's going to soon be over my head, this okra plant, so that's quite cool. I'd say it's probably the tallest one here. So this is my haul of okra. It's probably like 250 grams, something like that. It's not bad for every second day. As you can see back there, that's the sprinkler system working. It doesn't quite get to the edges, but this is my manifold system down here. So I've got to gauge how much PSI. It's like about 40 PSI, and then I've got it on this setup here. It's got like 6 outlets. So I've got 2 with hoses, and then the other 2 with sprinklers, and then I've got another one for automatic sprinklers for the okra patch and the other pumpkin patch over there. So normally they're automatic, but we've had like on and off rain, so I've turned them all off, but I might have to get them going again so they're automatic, so I don't have to come down here every night and do this. But yeah, like I said, they don't get the outside edges, so I have to go in there and like hand water the tomatoes, but all the middle stuff gets watered, so that's one less thing I have to do anyway. So while I've been waiting for the sprinkler system, we've been I've been helping Debs pick some stuff from the garden. So got this pretty eggplant down here. We've got some nice big stripy tomatoes. Got some zucchinis. We've got a ton of beans. There's some just some small broccoli heads down there. And all this ice cream container here is of blueberries, a couple of strawberries, and some seedless grapes. So yeah, that's very heavy. So we're doing this about every 2 to 3 days. Yeah, it'll slow down at some point, or it's going to pick up once all those other tomatoes come on as well. So Debs is doing a lot of preserving at the moment, so she's busy in the kitchen, and I'm busy out here trying to keep things from getting weeded over. So I'm just going to finish watering the garden and they're going to take all this stuff up. Okay, it's about 20 minutes later and I'm finally to the point where I can turn off this manifold. So this flooded garden over here, it's all watered. I watered the berry patch, I watered the other garden, watered the okra patch, I watered the pumpkin patch. I've just got that one garden to go. But as you can hear the cicadas, it must be around like 8 o'clock. It's pretty late. So, and I've got that greenhouse, so I'm going to quickly get to watering those last bits. So we are finally all watered. It could take me probably another half an hour, if not more, if I went up and watered the food forest. I've got a hose like to go right up there, but yeah, it's not happening today, but that's normally what I water as well when we get really hot days. So yeah, you can see how watering the gardens takes me probably at least an hour. So that's why I haven't really got much done this afternoon. So that's all for today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So it's the next day and I'm back down here. It's time to get all these banana grass planted. But first I've got to dig all these holes. And then I've got to plant all these banana grass. Then do that again around Adina's area. So still going, still planting. Let's keep going. So I've officially run out of banana grass. I've done from the corner in Adina's patch. I'm all the way that way with a little gate in between. Well, it's like, you know, so I can get the rotary tractor, wheelbarrow, whatnot. And then I've done this row through here. And then what I haven't done is pretty much from here down to that plum tree. And I'm going to have another little gate kind of area there. And then I've got to do by the potato patch. So this banana grass here is what I propagated from twice now to get all our food forest, heaps of banana up there. And now I've like depleted it all with all that. So this here I'm probably going to chop and drop again soon to complete that patch, but I think I call it job well done because I've used up everything in the greenhouse and that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I've got pretty much endless material of banana grass and tithonia as well. You just got to pick the hardier wood to cut off. I think the green wood would still work, but it's better to get the hardwood, so it's better like leave it for a year. But yeah, that's about all I've got time for today, guys. So I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope you subscribe. Hope you hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Look out.